Yeah, what's bracking? What's popping?
Awesome. What's up, man?
Hey, what up? This is our third attempt, but I think we got it figured out. So, Yo, this is LiteCoin Moses here with DollarCostCrypto. I've got a really special guest. Took 3 times to get this man on here today. Richy Crypto, man.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Excited.
Yeah.
I like getting new people on here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
For sure, dude.
You're popping my cherry, man. This is my first official podcast, to be honest with you.
Oh, boy. Not another one.
Oh, it'll be fun.
No, for sure.
I've never met a stranger.
Stranger, man.
What am I supposed to call you, Moses?
Oh, yeah, whatever you like. Light. Most people just call me Light, but Moses is fine.
Light?
It's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, or Hex Jesus.
Hex Jesus.
Or Dogecoin Muhammad. Whatever you like, you know?
Awesome.
When I start shilling another coin, I'll come up with another one. Yeah. I only show good projects. Remember that.
Yeah. You don't want to be Amp Zeus, do you?
Oh, my God. Can you imagine if I was shilling like an XRP show? What would I be called? My name would be XRP Beat Boop.
I know, dude. I swear they're all bots.
I mean, dude, like, not to talk shit on any channels out there, but like, there's the biggest channel, which is like Modern Investor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they slipped them some cash on the low.
Yeah.
I'm almost 100%. Like, it was really tough for some people to consistent. Like, he's a hardworking guy. I'm not to shit on him. Like, dude puts in work. The guy's really smart.
Right.
But it's really tough to be able to do that unless you already make a sizable income already.
Yeah.
Or make it passively to put in that much video time. Because it's like, sure, if you're live streaming, okay, cool, right? But if you're actually doing like clips without fucking up and then putting stuff together and stuff, like people, if you were to make 3 videos a day, you would take up damn near 7 hours.
Yeah.
Doing that, because it's not just recording it. You might be able to get everything done in like 2.5 hours, right? But then from there, you got to get all your thumbnails. That's if you got a guy, or do it yourself. Then you got to pull all your tags, your links. You got to post it everywhere. Then from there, you got to time it out, and then when you upload it, it takes time to upload to YouTube. There's a lot of shit. I mean, people do. It's just like everything is not as easy as it seems as well. And then sometimes you have a topic you want to come out with, and it might not be the right time.
That's right.
Like during the peak of the bull market, being like, so when are we going to crash?
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. I'm getting my feet wet a little bit in it. I'm trying to post some videos. This is that's a new thing for me. I'm trying to be a little bit more in the social media realm, if you will. Yeah. And you're right, man. It's a lot of work. And even like the little 1 minute, 2 minute videos that I've been putting together, it's like, yeah, man, it takes like an hour, 2 hours, out of my day just to, to do it. And then you gotta, try to be involved and respond to people. And
the only problem I find with 1 or 2 minute videos is that because they're 1 or 2 minute videos, like, you know what? This one wasn't good. Let me delete it.
Yeah.
Let me do another one. That's where you waste time.
Yeah.
It isn't like you just like, damn, I knocked it out of the park with that one. Cool, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No. You do a couple takes. I'm imagining, right?
Yeah. It's cool though, because it's such a new industry, and it's such an untapped art, really. And I mean, you got a couple OGs like Joe Rogan. I mean, that's really my inspiration for, speaking up and using these platforms. I mean, it is so powerful to be able to reach this many people this easily, back in, even 10, 15 years ago, you'd have to, sell out an arena to reach 1,000 people or whatever, a couple thousand people. And now you can do it just sitting in your home,
That is pretty crazy. If you actually have 1,000 people live, that's pretty powerful. I mean, dude, 1,000 actually having 1,000 people in front of you would be like crazy.
Yeah, and it's the same thing as with the crypto bags. It's like, you plant this little seed, even like our conversation right now. This is going to stay out there for forever, right? So who knows how many people in the next 5 or 10 years will listen to this, and that's
influence them.
Yeah, like that's the power of being early into something, and I think that's. If you want to talk about Hex, we can jump into Hex a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So
ready.
I mean, whenever I'm ready, let me load up.
Yeah.
So, what's your Hex origin story? Like, how'd you find Hex and everything?
So, I found Richard, 2017 when he called the top. I was there, part of all that shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of cheering and a lot of crying. But Richard had, he started producing videos, and he had some self-help videos, and I just really liked what he had to say. It's not always politically correct or anything, but I'm used to people that are kind of like that, just really raw, and I do respect that. That's a quality and somebody that I can respect and I value. So, yeah, man. I've been following him since 2017 when he called the top, and I never stopped listening to anything he said. I'm pretty sure I've listened to all of his videos since then, and I've had a couple of different names that this Richy pseudonym is it's a newer rebrand. I was a couple different people back in the day. So yeah, man, since it was Bitcoin Hex, or what was it?
Yeah. It was Bitcoin Hex.
Yeah, since it was Bitcoin Hex, I was in the chats. I was giving suggestions and talking, and I've been, I'm not a coder, but I've been involved since day one, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's cool. Did you FOMO on day one?
Didn't we all? Yeah, of course. I put in too much money.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
too much money now. No, because I did dollar cost average. I did listen to him, and I bought on the first day, but I went in heavier on the second day.
Okay.
And
not bad.
And then, yeah, man, I pretty much DCA'd at least once a week, pretty much this whole time.
Oh shit! Damn, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's great. Oh, and shout out to Hexo, man, for having he just had his kid.
Yeah. Congratulations, Hexo, if you hear this, man. He's such a great guy. I actually I tried to help him, quote unquote. I thought I was gonna help the master when he first. I don't know how long he'd been doing it. It couldn't have been very long. But I reached out to him and I told him if he never needed help with the ideas or anything like that, to hit me up, and we've been, been friendly ever since. I helped him with like maybe 1.5 ideas, and then I was like, this guy's got this. Like, he doesn't need my help. So,
well, that's good.
But yeah, man, I love what he does, and if anybody's listening to this and you don't know who Hexo is, it's Hexologist. You should go check out his channels. I think he's on D Live only right now, right? He's off of YouTube.
Yeah, because the communist state of YouTube.
Yeah.
They took down a bunch of it. I mean, they took out a video with him and Richard, me and him, and then I think we were he was midstream or something, and bam, off. He got took off midstream, mid video, yeah, and then from there we moved over to D Live, and we rated D Live and stuff. And I think he might be one of the bigger channels on D Live, right? Even right now.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think the most people I've seen on D Live is 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Tops, and like typically he gets like what 300-400.
Yeah, I think that's where
that's consistently.
Yeah,
so that's fucking crazy. So he's up there, man. That's for sure. I mean, I'm gonna get there too. Like the way, at least for my strategy for how I'm going to load from what everyone's telling me is just go D Live first, then just load it up to YouTube. I'm probably gonna do a couple live stream shows with YouTube a little bit until I get in trouble, and then from there probably go into D Live, and then or just stream both of them, or just go one and then just upload right after to YouTube and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And then do I'm probably my streams are gonna be way more chill, man. It's gonna be I'll talk about shit coins and stuff like that, but like I'll give honest opinions about them and kind of like whether I like them or not, or like I really only talking about coins I actually have money in. Right. But I mean, if it's a coin that I'm like, well, I've never gone into it, but from what I could tell, it's not bad. But typically, I'm not going to talk about some really like hey, this is page 14 on CoinMarketCap. Shit like that.
You buy.
Right. Well, let me load up first.
Yeah, that's that happened a lot, man. I'm not calling this out as like a bad thing because this was like it was new. But do you remember Altcoin Buzz?
Oh yeah.
And Jeff.
Dun.
Wasn't that his name, Jeff, with Altcoin Buzz?
Yeah, I think before he sold it, I think.
Yeah, man. Man, I remember those days. I would wake up. He stayed up for like 2 or 3 days, I swear, because I would be up and like I would put on his podcast first thing in the morning on my way to work, and whatever was the like I had notifications on, and whatever was the tag, I immediately went on to whatever exchange I could and bought that shit, and he pumped my bags like within like an hour or two. That shit was pumped. And I did that over and over and over again. I got like a 40x on like Ember Coin or something stupid like that.
Oh, Vert Coin. Holy shit. I haven't heard that in a minute. Yeah, Vert Coin. So like, dude, people always make these comparisons. So if you remember back then, people would make these infographic pictures and be putting Bitcoin, LiteCoin,
yes,
Vert Coin. Yeah. So this is your gold, your gold, your silver, and your bronze.
Yeah, man, that shit was wild.
Yeah,
good time.
They're still doing that with Digibyte right now. They're trying to make Digibyte being the bronze.
Yeah, it's silly. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of over all the ICO hype. I've been told enough promises, and man, to be honest, like at one point, I had over 75 crypto coins.
Damn, bro.
I guess you could say I was a little diversified. And from that 75 plus, man, I had my finger in almost everything. And
I feel you. Wait, was it kind of like tiny? Was it kind of like bag? Like you got in so early that you got a nice, decent bag if they ever did anything, or was it more like you actually put some serious cash?
Got that. So I hit a couple really good ones, and I had some money to work with, and then I just like started going to the bottom of all the lists, man. And just whatever was the newest, cheapest, whatever, I would just like throw a couple $100 in, and like every like 5 or 10, one of them would just, like eventually would just pop, and it was just it was stupid.
Basically, you were kind of like, from what it sounds like, you were kind of angel investing.
Yeah, basically. Exactly. Yeah. Once I got some
one
money,
of these,
I was just trying to stay one step ahead of the curve, and I mean, I didn't sleep for like a year. It was terrible. Like, I'm sure I lost years of my life during that time.
Yeah, trading's not good. But, well,
I know.
I mean, that I wouldn't consider that trading per se, because you're not really what you're doing is just you're just investing in a hot market.
I was trading as well. I mean,
never mind. Fuck it.
When you're managing 75 coins, I mean, you're just glued to the screen, man. Whether it's on my phone, I had like notifications in the middle of the night that would wake me up, and I'm like, like it was bad, man. And like, I made a little bit of money, but it was like, it was so emotional, like making money and then losing money and then making money and losing money, and like, I have condensed my portfolio into like, I maybe have like 5 or 6 coins, and three of the 5 or 6 are just because they're just like leftover, and I just haven't touched them yet. I'm pretty much just an ETH and Hex, and then a privacy coin or 2.
What do you like for privacy? Do you like Monero, or are you Zcash kind of guy?
So I like the ZK Starks technology. I'm not a fan of Zcash specifically.
ZK. Yeah.
So I've been involved with a company called Hush. I was a day one buyer once again in 2017, investor of that company. Mm-hmm. And I still really like what the tech that they're providing. It's just a team of cypherpunks, man. Like their code is absolutely the best. They have written new protocols on top of ZK Snarks that is the best of the best that I know about there. So as far as but it's not widely accepted, so it's not usable. Right. So I also have some Monero. Monero is the other one that I do have, and if somebody asked me, that like a friend, I'd be like, if you need to purchase something, and that that's widely used. You can use Monero, and it's good enough, right?
Yeah, not to show LiteCoin or anything like that, but I know Wimble is not perfect, but there is way more fucking LiteCoin addresses than there is Monero addresses or ZK. Putting them both together.
Yeah,
and
honestly,
if you give a little bit of a if you give everyone just a tiny bit of, because that is what something's missing right now, is like for most people they don't really want privacy. They just want like there is some shit to like everyone that's kind of fucked up how everyone can see how much money you have in your account at all times, and they're missing fungibility, and that's something good with Monero. That of course, ZK. Depends who you are. I don't know. What it just seems like all the technology is coming from Zcash. I don't know.
It is, and so Hush is basically they wait for Zcash to release something, they take it and audit it, and then fix whatever they fucked up. And I don't know. Can we cuss on this podcast? Okay.
Yep, bro. Go ahead.
So they. So Zcash has a fund that they dump on everybody's head every month, and it's like millions of dollars, dude. Like it's a lot of money, and so they're just like paying these coders to develop this stuff, and basically the cypherpunks get it and they just laugh at it and they're just like, dude, you don't even like thank you for the free work, and now we're gonna make it into something good. So it's like, I don't know. It's a dog eat dog world out there, but privacy is something that I do really care about, and that's I'm kind of in like the security sector of industries, so privacy is really important to me, and so I with technology and how things evolve, like you can saying something is private and then it not being really private I have a big issue with that. So I don't know.
I got you, man. I got you. Shit. I mean, that's true. I mean, but a lot of people don't really respect their privacy.
Well, you don't until you have something to lose. That's the thing, right? People don't care about it, and then there are people that care about it, though. There are some people out there that care about it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, the majority of people just want to get rich quick, man. They really don't care about the tech. Yeah. They really don't care about the audits. They really don't care about anything. All they want to know.
Does the number go up?
Number goes up, and whoever has the most followers, whatever they're shilling, they're buying. And you can make some money like that, but in the long run, that's not my game plan. I always say that when I want to gamble, I go to Vegas. Right.
What do you gamble in Vegas? You a craps guy, blackjack? What you do?
Craps. I like roulette. I like blackjack's okay, but I don't know.
I hate when I hear people say with casino games and shit and all this is you lose on average over an hour. You lose 98% of the money, or you lose you only keep about 98% of the money. Fuck no, 99% of people lose their money. What the fuck kind of shit are they? That's why I hate statistics like that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Maybe if you have unlimited cash and you're just playing the fastest amount of hands and you're playing perfectly. But fuck no. You got a little string of bad luck in your house.
I usually try not to let my gambling trips go more than 2 days, because one of the 2 days I'll do great and the other day I'll do terrible. And so usually I just take a certain amount of money that I want to spend. That I look at it as going to Six Flags. And it's like, okay, Six Flags is going to cost me $500 or whatever. It's like, here's my $500. Once this is gone, that was the thrill.
I'm actually going to play some cards this weekend,
nice.
Actually. Yeah, I like playing free bet blackjack.
I don't think I've played that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They the only shitty thing about it is that of course they got to make an edge on it, right? So when you double down, right? You get a free double down.
Okay.
But you can only double down on 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Right, and then they give you a free split as well. And if you get another split on the next hand, you get another free split. So essentially, you get these tokens, tokenized tokens. Let me bring this back to the cryptocurrency realm. So they give you these tokens whose value is equal to the coins that you have on the table. and if you should win, the contract pays you out.
No, that's cool.
these other tokens,
no, that's kind of
the
cool.
same
So that's an
value.
online thing, I assume.
No, it's in real life. No, it's actually they give you like a kind of a token with the casino name on it or something on the table. Yeah, but then from there, the reason I like it is I like some of the side bets on there, even though they're like, if you look at the statistics, obviously it's terrible, right? But you're there to gamble, so whatever. But I like the 22 bet, which is pretty. So basically, like, so a lot of the times what ends up happening is that like the dealer busts, right, and then one of the most common numbers that they bust at is actually 22, right, which is one of the in terms of the higher percentage. I think 22 is one of the highest. So if they hit a 22, what happens on free bet blackjack is if they hit a 22, nobody wins any money. It's just like you just go to the next hand, right? So it's not too but typically if the dealer busts, you would win, right? But they give you all these free bonuses. But the next thing is if you put some money down on the side bet of 22, you get paid. If all the cards, if it's a 22, you get paid like, I don't know, 12-1 on your bet there. And then if it's all like the same color, like it could be diamonds, hearts, or whatever, you get paid like 30-1. And then if they're all the same suit, so it's like color and same, it goes 50-1. So like I played that thing before and like took out $1,000 just like off of a small bet.
Nice.
Like on the but I mean literally it's like some people actually play, like some people like it's a lot of like there's a lot of like how to say, I don't know, like a lot of Korean ladies that like playing like they have this they showed me that strategy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, they're like they put the minimum and they're just waiting for the 20. I mean, they're just pretty much waiting for a 22 or some shit.
Yeah.
Max betting at $50 a hand on the side bet. Like, what the fuck?
You know, obviously.
Yeah, but it's fun, man. I mean, I don't know, but you have to go there with it's like you're gonna lose some money.
Yeah, I never walked through a casino door thinking that I'm gonna leave up. That's the wrong expectations.
I know. Craps, it just that's also that just really depends on
the man. It's so much fun, like when it's hot and when the table's hot and like when you roll and you win like a shit ton of money for people, like, and everybody's just cheering and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool feeling. It's gonna be a rush.
It's gonna be. Can you imagine like rolling for an hour?
No, I can't.
Holy make the fucking table.
Yeah, I've rolled for like 5 to 10 minutes. I've had a nice streak before, and it's fun, man. I definitely like craps. I like it because it's a group game too. It's like you're all in it together, like, you know. It's like it's kind of a team sport, and that's kind of cool, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't I played like digital versions of it and stuff in some of the casinos, but like there's in California they don't have craps for some fucking reason.
Actually, I lived in California for a couple of years. After college, I just packed up my car, drove across, and landed in San Diego. And I lived there for a year, and then I moved to San Jose, and I lived up there for a year. It's pretty cool.
I guess for tech stuff.
Yeah, I worked for Apple in San Jose out there.
Oh, cool,
I worked for them for 2 years.
How was it?
It was great. I worked there. I worked there when Steve Jobs was still there.
Damn.
So
okay.
I was actually there when he died, and Tim took over and went to I don't know, kind of like non-disclosures and shit. I'm still probably I decided to my fucking life when I started working there. It's like I have no intellectual rights anymore. Like all my intellectual property, like anything that you invent, like it's all fucking gone. It's pretty. You know that? Did you ever see that South Park where it's like the contract? The centipede. The centipede one.
Oh, okay.
It's like kind of nasty, but it's pretty much like dead on true. Like you literally like sign away your soul to the devil. And I just signed those kind of contracts, but but it was really cool, and the environment was the coolest thing about it. Like the people, I met so many cool people. Like I don't know, I would say like 98% of the people that work there are just like, all right, straight Hexicans, dude. Like just straight dope people.
Straight
Straight
Mexicans.
Mexicans, man. Straight dope people.
Can you imagine you were still working there and you managed to get like most of the employees on Hex on the
I'm still
low?
friends with a lot of them. we still keep in touch.
Damn, that's hella cool, man. Yeah. But that's good, man. Shit. So you're still gonna. So you were telling me earlier, right, that you were losing some followers because you were doing some of those your spiritual journeys.
Is that what this looks like, a spiritual journey?
I don't know. It looks like you're kind of like you're smoking or something, and then you go out there like, let me get metaphysical with you guys.
Yeah, man. Start the morning off right?
Yeah. It looks really cool. I mean, the places you choose look like yeah. I mean, the landscape.
I've only been here for a week now, so I'm just exploring, man. Anytime somebody says like something's cool, or a place that I should check it out, I'm trying to be a yes man and go check it out. Explore this world.
Got it.
So yeah, I'm just doing that, and just most of it's just topics. Who's really influenced me is John.
John, which John?
He's gonna kill me if he's hearing this. John the Mexican. What's his last name?
Oh, John.
Starts with
yeah,
Lovell.
Shit. Yeah.
His I'm really just trying to copy what he's doing. He's just saying these like little quick bits of insight, and I think the video is kind of cool instead of just reading text all the time. I think it kind of breaks up the normal
monotony,
the normal feed, of just a couple words of rah. Here's my show coin, and I'm trying to give some. I don't know, man. Just trying to maybe give some good advice to people. It's just not good advice, but just encourage people to like keep their head up. Like, so right now, it's such a unique time in history, this whole coronavirus, that there's a lot of people dealing with depression, and there's a lot of bad things going on right now, and I'm just trying to be like a positive voice and a positive influence. That's really my whole purpose. I'm not really trying to pump the. I say I'm not trying to pump the hex bags. Of course, I've made comments or whatever that are specifically like, look at hex. Yeah. But the only reason why I support the project is because I actually believe in it. If I had an inclination that people were just going to get completely annihilated and wrecked, I wouldn't be saying anything. And I'm fully invested. Right now I have like 95% of my crypto holdings in hex. So I took the 75 positions that I had before the snapshot, and I consolidated everything that I had into Bitcoin, and waited for that snapshot. Took that snapshot. I converted 100% of my BTC into ETH after the snapshot, and that was the end of
buddy. Jesus.
Yeah, that was the end of my
Richy Rich is right, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't my first rodeo, man. I just that's what I felt, and that's what I did. So yeah, I converted all my BTC into ETH after the snapshot. I got my snapshot, hex, and I DCA'd this entire time into hex, and
damn.
So far, so fucking good. I got no complaints, and I hope to buy Richard Hart a nice dinner one day or something like that if he'll let me. So
yeah, if you can find him.
Yeah. I don't know. The world is small, smaller than you think.
Definitely, man. I'm like balling, shot calling. Damn, bro, that's cool, man. I mean, I only did like yeah, I mean, I pretty much did the same thing with BTC. But in terms of my portfolio, let me see. If I had to put a number on it, fucking 5 to 8% maybe of the time. And then I was also buying Ethereum as well, DCAing. But I was buying daily. I was putting money on every single day of the AA until like I forgot what day it was. It was like maybe 130 or something, like when the fucking it just started launching like it. Yeah, like around. I mean, I think when it was still below, like it was around that point where we were like around 5,000 ETH a day, Still, I was still putting in, and then once I went back above 10, I was like, man, forget it. And then I went full like fucking like Uniswap at that point.
Yeah, I've been using Uniswap as well.
I should have been on there since the beginning, because I would have got way more Hex than I have right now, because Uniswap was like a Satoshi for Hex, a Satoshi. Like, I think I bought some just a little. I think Crypto.com was doing it for a tiny bit. I think I haven't been on there forever, but because that's what's his name's Bitcoin Cash exchange, which is kind of funny. It's Bitcoin.com.
Oh, you're talking about Roger Ver.
Roger Ver's exchange, yeah, Bitcoin.com. Yeah.
And I was gonna add something. When I sold my BTC, I think it was when it was still like 14K, and Ethereum was like around $100. Ethereum, wasn't it?
It was when Richard told us at the first time, when he was telling us, at least on not Discord, I'm sorry, Telegram, it was $80, but around the time it was probably $90, $110, like around that.
It was converted all my BTC was at the top, and then fucking bought.
Bruh. Man, I don't want to hear this shit anymore, man. I'm about to turn this shit off, dude. Fuck all y'all. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, good times, man.
I'm like,
crypto.
Yeah, no financial advice. No financial advice.
I mean, I'm just telling you what I did. I mean, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I am kind of saying what I'm doing. I told you I have like 95% of my portfolio in Hex right now, and I'm just letting it ride, man. And I have over 90% of that locked up. I have a little bit liquid, but not much.
Yeah. It is always smart to have some liquid. I mean, I'm 100% staked, because I was like, because I mean, even though it probably was 7%, probably, if I had to be for real, probably, and then probably more. Like, I'd have to add up how much ETH I put in, dude, because like, I mean, I did way more than a BTC a month for sure. But let's just say whatever it was, right? And then I'm staked. I'm damn near 100% staked out right now. Like 99%.
Yeah, that's how I was until my move, and that was the first time I'd taken any profit. Actually, people were telling me like take profit, on that ride up, and I was still buying actually, and so I did buy the top of the chart for Hex as well. I mean, I bought the bottom as well, so I'm still. I'm still sitting pretty, but it's like I still also bought the top. So like anybody that's listening to it that just bought the top, like you're not alone. Like I also have money sitting there at the top as well with you. So
yeah. I think as at least OGs, because you're an OG. Did you do a lot of 1 year? I mean, how did you?
What's my strategy?
Did you just did you ladder, or did you just do every other year, or what did you do? Because like everyone has a different strategy.
So I think just like everybody, my strategy has changed and evolved. So my chart looks like complete shit. It's all scattered all over the place. But when I first got into Hex, my initial vision for how I wanted this investment to work out for me was important dates. So I bought all my family Hex for Christmas last year. Yeah, that was my only gift. That was my only Christmas present. I gave it to everybody. I gave it to my nieces, my nephews, and I locked up all of it for 5 years for everybody.
Got it.
So
that's a smart move, man. And you pick 5 years, like, because if we're trying, like, the problem that I was having when I was doing my stakes for that long term in terms of trying to pick a date, more or less, because like for some of those year stakes, I put them like in August. So I can have that. So I can have those 3 months, because usually we go up in December, November, those months. It was really hard to figure out like whether you believe like the whole like, because you have the Bitcoin halvening, and then 6 months to a year later it's popping off, right? Like, so right now it's like basically like we're in 2016 right now, and next year, from what I could tell, is going to be our 2017, but. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling 2021 is going to be a market, but the one reason I feel a little bit off as well is because a lot of people, it seems like it's going to get elongated because it's being manipulated a little bit. Like, what if they control the price from going up too much on Bitcoin, but it's still going up, so it flattens out at the top, and then they take the brakes off to let it rise up or something. So it could extend this out maybe a year and a half of a bull market, where it's like we get like halfway through 2022, then it dies.
Yeah. What?
And
go ahead, sir.
And then that's what makes it tough, because if everything's bubbling, Hex is bubbling, right? So that's why I was like, fuck. I mean, it's really easy. Like, your 1 to 2 year stakes are gold.
Yeah.
You're gonna get those 100%, bro, at like good prices. But the 3s and the 4s, I don't know.
The way I don't care, man. I'm so burnt out on following charts and shit. Like, this has been like, Hex has been the best thing for my stress level ever. Like, just like being able to capitulate like all my assets, just put everything into one thing and just like not even worry about it, man. Like, I'm not even worried about it, honestly. Like, it's
I only say that what I said because it's the most relaxed version.
Yeah.
Of thinking. Like, I'm making, like, I already had all these discussions with myself, and I already set the plan, and my stakes are in. They're fucking in. That's it. Like, it's like I can't even take it back if I wanted to. They're in. So shit. I'm like, that's why I'm chilling out. But these are some of the thoughts I was having that I only had to have for about a month or two to really like, okay, what am I doing here? Got it. Let's put them out. And that's But that's why I kind of like I leaned a little heavier in the front end a little bit. Then I made it up by extending it out, because like I was staking from 1 to 10 years in the beginning, because that's kind of what Richard was saying. And then as I figured it out, I was like, you know what, I should be doing then I started putting a bunch of 11 to 15 year stakes, afterwards. Once I talked to Dev Kai.
Yeah, the majority of my stakes are within the first 5 years. Because it's the same reason I went, I just wasn't sure, and I went really heavy, harder in the beginning. And so I did throw some like smaller stakes out past the 10-year mark, and I do, of course, I'm 555 club. I had to send it, but most everything I have is within the first like 5 years, and now I'm kind of figuring out my next strategy, and I mean, my ultimate goal would be to have something coming out every month. I mean, why not? Right?
That's the point. Yeah, I plan to kind of do all that stuff with some of my 1 year stakes coming out, and letting them group up for a little bit. Like, maybe wait 2 weeks of unstaking stuff, and then stake it out for 2 weeks, and then from there I'll position them all correctly as I should.
After big payday, that's when I really plan on making my chart look pretty with my stakes. I plan on reinvesting a large chunk of it. I don't know how much or profit I'll take, but
have you emergency unstaked anything to like restake?
No, I only emergency unstaked one of my stakes, and that was for my move. And it still hurts me because I still have now on my Hex.live, I have a penalty section of like how much money I have from restaking. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't want to see that. So I've only unstaked one time, and I was in great profit, so I don't regret it, and it's definitely helped changing my life, so I'm happy about that. But I don't want to unstake anything else, man.
Got you. I got you. I mean, from at least like, let me give you a rough estimate. It's like, let's just say you emergency unstake something that was like, I don't know, what's a number, like 150 trillion shares, whatever that is. When I restaked it for 15 years, even I did it evenly, right? Evenly. It equaled up to about 478 trillion shares. Wow. So so a 2 point something, 2 point something X on my shares.
That's an interesting. I haven't thought about that yet. I remember you guys kind of talking about that, and I was able to listen more of like the Discord syndicate and stuff like that towards the beginning, and I've been so busy with my move and trying to get everything.
No, it's all good. But I almost didn't believe it myself, really, until like I did it with a smaller stake. I did it like I first did it with like a 200,000 hex stake for 1 year. that was like, well, this is out in a day. So I waited a day and then I unstaked it. And then I just perfectly laddered it out to 15 years. And
So
I was like,
for 15 years?
Yeah, every year for 15 years. So I just made it come out in, I think November or something, or August. I forgot which month I did it. Yeah. But I made sure it was the beginning of each month. So I did that. And I just took a pen and paper. I mean, little pen and paper. I wrote down all the numbers for that one stake, and then from there I went right down the notepad, all the way down with how many and when it comes out on paper, and then I literally by hand calculated because I didn't know. I was like, no, I want to make sure that I understand this shit. I did it by hand, edited it with the calculator, and I was like, yeah, a 2.7x on my shares.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty powerful. So, thanks for that tip.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing like a shit ton of them just because you also don't want to take out too much of like, because like I mean we should get a reward for fucking being in the project that early and
share rate.
Believing it and going through.
That's another thing that I don't know how valuable the share rate is yet.
From what I mean I don't know.
And I've heard that the share rate will eventually become more valuable than the shares themselves.
So, yes, and it will supposedly in 30 years.
Oh, it's
30 years. Yeah, it takes a while for it to ramp up, but we don't know. We don't share, but we don't know yet because it's still so fucking early. But the difference in the share price from day one to like even now, it's like let's just say it was 1. It's like 0.3.
Yeah.
So, but it's big. I mean, it's big now, but as time goes on, like even though the share rate's going up, it's not as big. It's still not that bad. We're not at 2. It's not like you need twice as much hex to equal up a share. Right. So doing it now, and then I mean, plus the main thing is doing the math on it. Are your shares? Is it worth it? Yeah, but I think it's only worth it if you're really extending it out. Like I also did another one where I skipped year 1 and 2. I went straight to 3 to 15. That one actually gave me a little bit more, but obviously because I'm skipping year 1 and 2, and because I have more money on those 15-year stakes, it's just the stake is bigger, so you get a bigger pays better, and then you're going longer with a little more hex in there, so obviously you get more shares, right? Yeah, but it's just I think it's only really worth it if you're going out at least. It would have to be like 5 years or something. I mean, it's almost worth it at almost all points, but if you're only I've heard someone actually saying that they're going to like split a 1-year stake into 3, and I think that's more of like you want to take some money away from yourself, sort of, because you feel like you're going to spend it. Like, I mean, there's even like the case. Like I've been pondering this. Like I talked to. I could text you before all the spec all the shit happened. Like this is some of the stuff I was kind of thinking about in private. Yeah. Like even if the share rate is not better, so let's just say it gets to a point where like you're splitting up your stake, taking some interest, and your share rate's still not better. It still might be worth it to have it a year longer because of all the emergency unstakes. But we don't know what those are going to be yet.
Yeah. I want to say something, but I don't want to say it publicly. Maybe I'll send it to you later.
For sure, bro.
In my head that I thought was interesting that I thought I heard somebody say, but listen, I don't want to spread any FUD or not. It wouldn't be FUD, but I don't like spreading rumors,
For real, send it through me to Discord. I want to see. All right,
you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, do it right now, man. Let me see. I'll tell you if it's FUD or not.
Well, let's see. You know that I hate Discord. I fucking despise it, man.
Why is that?
It's just the user interface, just kind of.
I think it's better than Telegram. That's for sure. Telegram gets me a little irritated sometimes because if you're just on one place and there's you hit a threshold of so many people on the Telegram that the messages are just going like you can't see anything, you can't read anything. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Or at least with Discord, if you're in some chat, they can split the chat up a little bit, so that kind of moves people around. Because of course, if Discord was just one chat, it would run into the same problems that Telegram has. But water under the bridge is whatever.
I mean, I'm almost done with this.
Okay. Oh my god, it's the biggest flood in the world. I can't believe it, man.
I'm such an asshole.
Yeah.
And this could totally not be true. So that's why that's another reason why I try to be very careful with what I say publicly.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I heard something being referenced about that recently, and it was in a moment of passion, and I don't know. It's very
really. I mean, you'll have to link me. You have to link me the video if you can even remember it, man. I would love to hear. It was just to hear the context of
video. That the last meltdown, the famous meltdown.
Yeah.
It was during all that. I'm pretty sure I heard something referencing this, and
I have to listen to it because at least if you were because I was on the stream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Richard's audio was cutting out all the time. So I don't know. Maybe with the restream, we managed to get what he was actually saying. That'd be really cool to actually listen back to that because at least I don't know.
Very subtle. It was like the most subtle, like in the middle of lots of confusion and frustration.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. We can stop talking about it,
but
Oh,
that's funny.
Well, so I don't know. I guess you're the interview. Are you interviewing me? Is that what this is?
Well, kind of. We're just talking, bro. I mean, it's cool, man. Yeah. I mean, we're just some bros talking right now, man. I mean, some hex whales. Yeah. I just hope for great things from this project, and I know. I mean, that's kind of
right? We've already seen great things.
No, we've already seen great things, yeah. But I mean, we're really gonna this is only the beginning.
Man. It really is.
It's gonna get crazier, dude.
Yeah. Do you have you got any big payday plans or anything like that?
What do you mean in terms of what I'm gonna do with the money, or
You can answer however you want to answer. I mean, you plan on?
I might maybe some real estate. I might get into some real estate.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, I've been holding off. On it. I've been able to do it, but I've been wanting to it's just sort of like a risk to reward ratio, sort of like I'll be able the one thing the good thing about having real estate and stuff is especially if it's producing income, it's good, but you do have money locked up in there, right? Yeah, and the same thing with crypto too. But I just I see more right now. I just I downsized my life because I mean I had a really big house and everything like that, and I still have the cars, but I downsized the payments and everything and all that other stuff so I could put way more money into crypto. Me and my girl, we just made a decision. We're we got to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, absolutely. I did the same thing. For this hex thing, dude, I really went all in.
Damn, bro.
I also did the same thing. Every paycheck that I got, I was putting stuff that's how I was DCAing it. I wasn't just using it.
Yeah.
I was just I really I went all in and
it paid off, dude. Sometimes it pays the fuck off, bro. Fuck yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. And definitely, yeah, man. It is always smart, dude. But it is remember what Richard says. Cryptos go down 80%.
Oh yeah,
or more.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I know, bro. But trust me, it's not mine either. But it's my saving grace in 2017. I'm sorry, because you were in when 2016 or 2015.
15, 16. It was between 15 and 16.
Okay, no, never mind. I mean, I got in 2 days after Valentine's Day in 2017. That's when I got in. But my saving grace was I bought a little bit before, but when I really was in, when I was actively buying, was a couple days after Valentine's Day, and then what saved me is my dollar cost strategy, because like I had cash there, but I was like still trying to get used to everything, and like I was putting money in, and then when the prices went up, I was like, fuck yeah, everything was going up. But what saved me from getting wrecked was I didn't throw my entire fucking savings into it. That's what saved my. If I think if it had lasted another 3 months, I would have gone. I would have done something stupid. Yeah, I would have gone.
Man, I had friends that bought whole Bitcoins at 20K, and I feel so bad for them, man. Like.
How did they buy 20K? Dude, it was at 20K for like a little bit, dude.
It was long enough for them to buy. It was like,
fuck, man.
Yeah, like after the fees and everything of getting it. I mean, maybe it was 18 or 19, but it was the fucking top, and I just feel so bad.
Don't tell me you guys were buying in the kimchi.
No, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. I was trying to give him advice, and he was listening to his other friend, and he got wrecked.
Right, get wrecked.
Careful who you listen to. I also advise this motherfucker to get hexed, and it's just my whole group of friends basically. We have a pretty tight knit little group, and one of them just got married recently. I was at the wedding, and I pulled out that hex chart, and I was like, "Hey, remember this thing that hex I've been telling you guys about?" And I showed them all the chart, and they were just all like, "Oh my god!" Like
that's how you do that. Keeping up with the Richy
yeah.
Rich. That's how you get a
man. There's always somebody that's got more, man.
Yeah, that's so fucking
all
true.
About like perspective. It's like, I get humbled all the time with fucking money. It's like, okay.
Money is an old man game.
Yeah, dude. It really is.
It really is. And
yeah.
There's an old game of like old money family game.
Yep.
That's the real game. It's like, okay, level 1, you're poor.
Yep.
Level 2, you're not so poor. Level 3, okay, you're doing pretty good. Level 4, you got some extra cat. You're really balling out here, bro. Level 5 is like you making like 100 millions, and but the next level after that is
billions.
Like, can you transition? Yeah, well, yeah, billions, but like, can you transition that fucking money to your family?
Yeah.
And the real thing is like, can those motherfuckers last fucking more than 3 generations without fucking growing?
And the answer is usually no.
No, exactly. That's why it's so money, when you see.
I've had a pretty unique experience being exposed to a lot of money. I at a young age I got exposed to a family that got into credit card transaction processing at the very beginning. When the internet and credit cards first found each other, and it was a pretty wild ride. And they're still like in the fintech industry, and so I've been, they treat me like family. So I basically grew up in the fintech industry and learning, watching all that stuff, and that's partly why and how I'm in crypto. Is actually through I found out I'd heard of Bitcoin before, but one of the people that manages their funds was talking to me about it, and that's when I got into it as well. So it's I don't know, man. Money's a crazy thing, and I didn't, even though I was exposed to a lot of money, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. My parents didn't have a lot of money. I worked at fast food restaurants, and I've pizzas, and I've scrubbed floors and washed dishes. So I have a really unique, or I feel like I have a really unique perspective of money, because I know what it's like to have it, and I know what it's like to not have it, and I know what it's like to have to earn.
Right.
And a lot of people that are given money, they just blow it, man. Like, I know so many trust fund babies that they don't want to work. They just they're useless, man. And it's
yeah, but what? So that's why I understand. Like, I knew a couple of people that had some money, but not nothing like trust fund babies. Not that level. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
but
these kids are just like living in like billionaires' houses, just like not doing shit with their life. They're like 30 years old, just like not doing shit, and it's like it's depressing. It's kind of depressing.
Like, do they feel depressed?
Yeah.
Like,
there's this like sense of they'll never be able to live up to like their dad's like expectations, or like
Yeah, or like what they. That's
they just
rough,
know that
dude.
no matter what they do, it doesn't even matter because they're going to inherit so much money that it doesn't even matter. Why would you go work a waiter job when you're just going to inherit like hundreds of millions of dollars? It's like, it's kind of, kind of fucks with it.
Yeah.
And
it does, or maybe I could see it making me fucking really risky, like doing risky shit because it's like, fuck it, I got this. I can always catch myself, or like, there's always sort of like a fucking like a a parachute here just in case.
Yeah, and
I can do some crazy shit.
And honestly, that's also part of like my motivation of like why I call myself Richy Rich. It's like it's not I'm not trying to flex. It's like I'm just trying to like represent what money is and like what it's really about. And like that's why I call that's
banging bitches, right?
Plug, it's like it's not because I'm giving you a freaking loan or like I'm trying to give you crypto advice. It's like I want to expose the truth about money and what it is and what it isn't, and more at least.
So what is money? What's your perspective on money? I want to hear this. What do you think money is?
It's a tool, man. It's just a tool, and it can be used for good. It can be used for bad, and the more you have, the more powerful the tool is. So, unfortunately, it's a necessary evil, kind of. My motivation for making money is taking care of my family. I have grandparents that are like rotting, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. And this like really resonates with me and Richard Hart, and he said the same thing. It's like it doesn't matter how much money you have, like you can't get time back, and like you can't fix like. But with enough money, like we can make a difference and we can make an impact, and that's really what I want to do, man. Like I want to fix the education system. I think that's absolutely wrecked right now. There's just so many things that need to be fixed, and I really want to see the shift of power and money is going to be the power, honestly. And I, obviously I can't see the future, but I really feel like crypto and the people that are in DeFi and these people that are developing with Ethereum and like the Hex contract and these things, I can't foresee the future, but I can see that being the future. I think all these systems that are in place right now, they all have fallen in the past, and I don't see why that would change anytime soon. So I'm planning on, not to sound like doomsday, but like the US dollar, like we just printed so much money. It's
not going to shit. Yeah, it's not. It's going to shit, but it's not going to shit right.
Yeah, exactly.
This like if I'm talking about cycles, maybe next cycle, doubt it.
Yeah,
the cycle after that. I mean, the chance of in the 2030s, it's fucking high. But not this cycle. All the people who are doom and gloom about the dollar are fucking retarded. There's too many fucking other ugly ass currencies that are gonna go. Like when those currencies fall, whatever economic value and power they still have gets transferred over to the dollar, which just props it up and keeps us up. I mean, it's a fucked up beautiful system if you're at the top and you know how it works. It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, dude, all like one thing, like there's a coin I'm really invested in pretty heavily in, like which is called Celsius.
I know Celsius.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good token. I like the founder a lot. He the reason I put a lot of money into Hex obviously is just because how much I bet on Richard,
right?
Essentially,
yeah, exactly.
I'm betting on Alex Machinsky, the same thing, and he's like a great founder. He started a bunch of dude. He had Uber before Uber. Right. It just fucking Uber stole all their ideas. Wow. Literally, yeah, dude. It was pretty rough. Like I think he's learned from that experience and is a lot more cutthroat when it comes to that shit now because all his companies were New York based companies. Yeah. So like. Well anyway he was really like he teaches a lot about money and stuff, and when he's saying is like how the rich keep staying richer is like they just borrow on their assets and they don't sell their assets and then they appreciate, and then you can just pay back the asset with asset and you still have most of your asset there.
It's a funny game. Money is crazy, and the more you know about it the more crazy it gets. And I don't know, man, that's just why my message is world peace. Like I want to give the world the best money that we've seen and we've created, and I feel like we're getting really close with that with things with like Ethereum and contracts like Hex.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Cardano though. I think Cardano's doing really.
Dude,
don't sleep on Cardano. Don't become a maximalist. Remember that.
No.
If Hex Jesus teaches you anything,
okay. So if you're being serious, which I think you are you being serious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I definitely am not a maximalist, and I not only. Man, I encourage competition. I mean, that is what keeps you sharp. It's knowing that somebody else is out there that is going to be working harder than you, working longer than you. Like that's what really makes a good product is having competition and knowing that you can't sleep on this shit. And so Cardano, are they still on a test net?
No.
Okay. Well, they were on a test net
forever. Yeah, I know they just launched Shelly.
So so they did finally release Shelly. Yeah, it was so long I stopped listening. I just stopped paying attention.
But people could say the same thing about when's Ethereum 2.0 coming out? It still hasn't come out. Like where's they're staking? It's the same shit with everybody. I know what you mean. Yes. You're able to use Ethereum.
Yeah.
Which is the.
And right now, Cardano is still just a mythological creature, as far as I'm concerned. Like nobody's using it.
Right.
Like it's not really being implemented yet. I don't know. But again, like I haven't been following it for the past year or two, so maybe I'm wrong about this now. But no, I love competition, and I love, it's just like the whole BCH and BTC debate. I absolutely love Roger Ver, man. His passion for providing trustless money to people is on point as far as I'm concerned, and he works his ass off. Like his work ethic is amazing, and I feel bad that I don't know if I should even say all that, but I don't know if BCH will ever be, the answer, but the technology they're producing is awesome, man. Like they are really, they're really doing what Bitcoin should be doing. I posted something like a couple weeks ago about, Nokia tech. And Bitcoin is the new Nokia. And they just thought that they had the market captured. And I don't think they do, man, because technology always moves. And technologists, I consider myself a technologist. I'm always evolving. Like nothing is ever there's no finished product other than the smart contract that Richard has created. And that's another thing that's so cool about it is there's so few things that are actually finished products. And Hex is one of them. So, I think BTC has really shot itself in the foot by not continuing developing.
Well, they're scared. They're scared. They're scared they're going to fuck up because it's go ahead, lay it on me.
Theory that, I think the stock market owns Bitcoin now. Now that the ETF, everything is gone, I don't think, right now, it's just going to be a speculation thing for forever. I think it's done. I don't think it's ever going to be innovated. I don't think Lightning Networks are going to work. Side chains is BS. In certain circumstances, as far as money, it's the whole point was for it to be on chain. And when I started, as soon as I learned about Lightning Network, actually, I was in the chat with Richard Hart when this whole BCH thing was going on in one of his groups, and I was I definitely was annoying the shit out of him. But he was if Lightning Network doesn't work, whatever, BCH is going to become the new Bitcoin. And
real,
yeah, wow. And that was several years ago at this point. And like I said, I don't think BCH is ever going to flip Bitcoin. Honestly, that's hard
the ticker.
To believe.
Yeah.
But the technology has totally flipped Bitcoin. And what he has done is, I'm talking about Roger Ver, he's really pushed blockchain forward overall. And I think he deserves a lot of respect for what he's done.
He was Bitcoin Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was the original, right?
Mm-hmm. Then Judas.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to me.
Well, it depends on what coin.
Remember, I was.
As long as you don't wreck the Hex price.
I'm not trying to wreck the Hex. I I might say once or twice, or yo, this probably getting a little bubbly, babe, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting a little hot right here, bro. I don't know. I'm taking a little profit
hey, man,
right now.
I'm anybody that's being honest, you know. Like I respect that if that's what you do. The only thing that I absolutely hate is when somebody says something and they get somebody else wrecked. Like that's my that's my biggest pet peeve. And like, I don't even want to talk about it, but the GT thing, it's like, man, you got a responsibility. Like when you have a bunch of followers, like whether you want to admit it or not, like I don't know, man. Like saying something that could actually get somebody else wrecked, like I have an issue with that, to be honest.
Yeah. It's hard because like even let's just say Bitcoin were to fail, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say Bitcoin were to fail, dude. Everything would go down. Everything.
I don't know. I don't.
Everything.
Would.
I mean, who knows? Do we want to test that out? I mean, do we? I mean, like,
I think we.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think that if the stock market wasn't controlling BTC's price, I think that we might have already had the flipping. I don't know, man.
You know what? I can park my money here, not even think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
there's nothing.
The digital gold
at all. There's zero. There's no time. Like, cool. It's just like literally. It's just like cool. I have one of these things. It's a block. It's a block.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what. Like, it's like almost investing into a REIT that doesn't pay you nothing, but like it's like at least you own the building. At least that's kind of, if I'm thinking about how like they're justifying it over like Ethereum, like because then from there it's like, okay, what's the competition and will this ever be taken over? And then it's some skittish. They're like, oh, this is gold. This is gold forever.
See, on a technology
simple sell. You know what I mean?
The technology of ETH is so superior, even without 2.0. Forget about 2.0. Just Ethereum right now, as it is, as it functions, it's such a superior tech. Like, and like it goes back to the Nokia thing. It's like, I'm not going back and buying another Nokia.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not going back and I'm not buying another BTC. What?
Oh, you saw that? You saw that picture?
Okay. But you know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm not going to go buy another. Yeah,
check your Discord.
That's awesome. It was a protected. That's awesome, man. Yeah, man. I'm not going to buy another Nokia. I'm not going to buy another BTC at this point. And I'm not saying I know everything, but I certainly don't. But yeah, I just see that. Yeah. I see the flipping coming.
Right, and there is something interesting to say when, let's just say it does happen, which there's a really good chance it's going to fucking happen this time.
I think so.
Very high chance, right? You're right. I'm like, that's why I'm stacking up Ethereum right now. Yep. I buy like half. Like let's just say if I was like, let me put $1. Let's just say if it's $100 a day, right? Mm-hmm. As just an example, 50 cents or 50% of that goes into like, Hex and then one other crypto, right? And the rest of it's just getting saved there.
Yeah,
I'm just stacking it, like just leaving it alone, just letting it accrue, right? Because even if it goes to $5,000, which I think that's the low end of where it's going to hit.
I think it's going to hit
5,000.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. I'm probably with you on that, especially when you have the supply restrictions with ETH 2.0 coming out. But there is some devious shit in the details depending. So you've heard of the phase 0 contract? I mean, because I'm pretty sure you have with Ethereum, right?
I have not. No.
Okay, so it's basically the testnet contract so just like Cardano did its Shelley testnet, it's going to do they're calling it phase 0. I mean, there's going to change the name probably, but it's like phase 0 for now. Phase 0 contract, where basically it's like an incentivized testnet, same thing as Cardano, and you send in 32 ETH, and then you start getting interest. But there's a little asterisk at the end. When you send your Ethereum into the contract, you cannot take out the Ethereum until ETH 2.0 launches.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been telling this in like damn near every live stream I'm doing, like every other live stream when we talk. Anytime you get me on ETH, I'm telling people like Do not send that fucking ETH unless you need it, because what's going to happen is, let's just say you get 30% of people participating in that test net, in that phase 0 contract, right? You just like don't FOMO on day one. Remember that shit? Same thing. Don't FOMO on the contract, right? There's going to be FOMOing, and what's going to happen is so the average guy or kid or whatever that's been hustling, like doing everything they can to get there. I finally got my 32 ETH, grandma. I finally got it. I got my ticket. I got my golden, because it's like one BTC. Like you've seen like one BTC or 32 ETH, right? That's kind of like which one do you choose? And then it's like some superhero sweating, not knowing which button to push. Right? Oh, I know you know what button to push, but but there's another button: keep your ETH or send it in contract. Ooh, you're on that panel now.
It's proven that it's stable. That's my
right. But what's going to happen is, let's just say you get 30% of people putting in money on that. You have a constriction of 30% of the total circulating supply, like that. What that's going to happen is, then the price is going to start going parabolic after that. You start hitting, and that's what people don't understand. Then the ones that get hurt are not the people with a bunch of Ethereum. Let's say you have 1,000 Ethereum. Fuck it, I'll throw 400. You still have 600, right? It's the small guy who's got, I've got 40. Okay, I'm gonna send my 32. I'm gonna keep my 8. It's that guy who gets a little smashed, because what ends up happening is that the price of Ethereum goes to the moon, and he's like, fuck, I don't have enough Ethereum. He starts buying Ethereum to get into more Ethereum so he can dump it later, but most of his Ethereum's locked up. That's the fuckery about it. And then what ends up happening is that I think we'll pump for the whole ETH 2.0 launch, and the price will go up. And what I think is going to happen is, let's just say the price is $5,000, $8,000, whatever it is, right at the time. What I think is going to happen is that all that supply is going to come online, and they're going to dump it, because like most people who are buying Ethereum, they bought it for like $150. Let's just call it that, $150, and price is $5,000. Even if it goes down by half, I'm still sitting on crazy profit. And this whole time they've been like, fuck, it hit 1,500. Oh my god, it's 3. Oh my, they're fucking tearing their hair. Like fuck, there's gonna be so much fucking bitching and moaning about that. That I think that you might get a price go down moment when ETH 2.0 comes out. But I mean, this is full speculation. But if it's working exactly how they're saying it right now, if we're just following how people act emotionally and are like, dude, yes, I am an Ethereum boy. I sent my 32 Ethereum. Like, I don't care. Like, there's only so many people saying that they don't care. I don't care what the price does and stuff. I'm here for the long term. I'm here for the tech. But like behind the thing, they're crying.
Hey, can I go grab a beer real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah. Yeah, beware, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this could all change. I don't know if this is just from what I've seen so far, and I really checked into this about like a month ago. So, no, about maybe a month and a half ago. But things could change. Maybe they decide, no, you can't take your money out. It's just that's what. But from what I've seen, it's a one-way contract.
All right, cool. Thanks. I'm back.
Oh, no problem.
Parched.
What you drinking, Coors?
No, it's Miller Lite.
Oh, Miller Lite. Okay, I was close.
No, that's close. Yeah, man, I love ETH. I've actually been mining it for about 2 years now.
Whoa, cool. What laptop or what? Or like, what are you
doing?
No,
I got some graphics cards. It's got one little rig. It's not much. It's just a couple bucks a day, but I've been doing it for 2 years now, and yeah,
it's those dollars could be worth, like, you could be buying fucking like $28 for all you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fun hobby, but it's nice to always have ETH for gas and stuff like that.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
So that is the other part of my portfolio is Ethereum. So I have mostly everything I've converted most of my hex at this point or most of my Ethereum into hex, and then I have a little bit of ETH left.
So okay, we covered Ethereum, we've covered Hex. I guess the only other thing is so just like you asked me, like what are you going to do with some of the gains yourself?
Well, I've already moved across country.
Let me check. I mean, maybe you can buy yourself a bigger rock to stand in front of.
I don't know, man. This rock's pretty fucking big. The Rocky Mountains.
You're not hex streaming.
Yeah, that's true. No, what I want to do. Like I said, I got some family that needs some help. That's really my main focus right now is trying to help the closest ones to me first, and then I will spread out from there.
That's really good. I mean, that's kind of why I'm actually I'm probably going to pay off my mom and dad's the rest of their mortgage. That's probably like literally the first thing I'm going to do.
That's the dream.
And then any other debt, whatever debt I have left, I don't think I have anything. But let me think. Oh, maybe a car loan. I guess that's what I got. Yeah.
That's great, man.
I forget about that, but car loans and shit. There's a thing where you have to look at your, because that's kind of a de-risking sort of thing you can do with yourself is on the next run that you didn't like, because most people are 2017. They're not like OGs like you've been in way before me. It's just sort of like you take credit cards, house payments, fucking car payments. You pay off your insurance, you pay off your phone. I mean, literally, like, what you could do is, like, pay up all these services on yourself and take all this debt off of you that, like, every dime of income is just free. That's where, the growth rate on your life just explodes. I mean, dude, most people's money goes into their fucking mortgage.
Yep. Their house poor.
And, like, your house poor. And then half your money of your mortgage payment goes to the bank.
Yep.
Dude, like, whatever it doesn't matter the interest. I mean, it doesn't matter the interest rate, but like, if the interest rate's above 3%, like over 30 years, you've paid twice the house back. You've spent twice the money.
That's why they say go 15 if you can.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But the payments are way higher, and that's what hurts people cash flow wise. And then that's why people.
It's only because they want too big of a house.
Well, yeah, that's true. Oh no, you got me there, bro. I mean, like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wifey's pulling on the dude,
Dude, trust me, I know all about that game. I went through all that.
Oh man,
yeah. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your background? I don't, you know a lot about me now, and I don't.
Oh, you haven't heard?
No, I'm sorry. God, I know that's bad. I should have said that, but I'm just curious.
No. Oh no. So I own an irrigation and landscape business.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much a blue collar guy, and just started getting into all the tech and everything now. Like I'm actually coming out. I actually have a paid kind of a chat room and stuff. Like we call it the Moon Research Center.
That's cool.
It's like 10. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm doing with like 3 other guys, Wasabi and LiteCoin I do a live stream on Sundays called Moon Gang. It's like $10 a month, and basically we just kind of do research for some people, and we launch it. We kind of talk about 3 coins a week, 1 coin each person. Nice. And it's just like, this coin's okay. It's not going to scam out on you. Yeah, pretty much. That, and it's really a service for a lot of busy people, but people really like the service because they just there's the guys on Telegram or on Discord are super fucking they're on there all damn day. So people just like being able to talk to somebody about crypto and not feeling bad about talking about because there's a lot of people because like I'm noticing a lot of the things. There's maxis in there. There's ETH maxis, and they're over there talking about some shit coins sometimes. You know? Like people find ways to hide themselves from their communities. Yeah. I'm finding there's a lot less maximalist as there is, but it's a lot of it's just sort of like a not an aggrandizing, but it's sort of like, how do you say it, like. It's a facade, sort of. It's sort of like you're acting like you're the most holiest person, but you're not. Like you're doing it for clout, essentially. Yep. I believe in Jesus the hardest, so Jesus loves me, so that means I'm better than you. So you're shit. You're going to hell. I mean, that's what people are doing, And with all this crap, like I know Bitcoin maximalists, like pretty personally, and they are not Bitcoin maximalists. They're like, dude, like I can't say, like I would love to come on your podcast. I would love to do this, but I just fucking can't because I would get shit on.
Dude, fuck that. Like that's the shit that I can't stand, and that's why I'm taking a stand in like social media and trying to be more present. It's because of that stuff, and it's because I have felt that same way. I have felt like, oh, I can't talk about this or I can't talk about that, or like, dude, like. I don't know, with everything that's happening in the world, it's like I feel like this is a really important time for certain people to stand up, and like we get new leaders, and that's why.
Yeah.
And the group of people that I have seen in Hex, like yourself, everybody's just there's only a couple people that are popping into my mind right now that I can think of that have been in the community that have been just not super awesome, and everybody else has been so cool.
Right.
Like seriously, like everybody that calls themselves a Hexican, like everybody's just so unique. They all have their different skill set. They all come with different background, and but everybody's super talented in whatever they do, and I think it's really really cool.
It's entrepreneurs, like we're really entrepreneur heavy, like go getters and shit. Because like this community hits way above its like market cap in terms of YouTubers.
Yes, yeah.
It's insane. We have more. Literally, I mean, I can go down the fucking list right now on the fucking nomics right now. It's like we got way. I mean, ETH obviously got us beat, obviously, but there's very few ETH only channel. Like there is, but there's not. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
that's because ETH is just the highway, man. ETH is just the the network.
Right.
It's
Well. Yeah, I mean that's true, but basically that's kind of what I've been doing this entire time. Like it's just like I have those I started in landscaping when I was like 18,
cool.
And it was a family business, and from there I took it over, and from there I went into like irrigation work as well.
Nice.
Started that business, and pretty much just scaling it out, and then like this whole. I don't know. I felt like kind of like crypto caught my heart a little bit, if that makes sense. And I'm just starting to come up with products, and like I was already podcasting and like kind of like going on live streams for like already like a year already, 2 years.
What were you talking about?
Oh, I had an old podcast called the Crypto Gamble podcast.
Okay.
But it was just fucking, I don't know, like I think it was because I launched it during the bear market. It was like it was tough, and I had I was really way less known.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have much of a dude. The community was like, I mean, I'm not even talking about like this is even before Hex.
Yeah.
Like there was no Hex community or even Strape, I think. So it's like whatever, But then from there, like I just been trying to like, we started this thing here, and I'm going to start selling like sort of like a product pretty much to teach people kind of like I'm the fundamentals guy of the product, and then I've got two buddies of mine that are going to be doing the trading, the charts and stuff, where I'm more of like looking at the macro view of the cryptocurrency cycle, as well as the dynamics of those coins within the ecosystem. Pretty much like is it top of its class in terms of like, let's just say you're looking at stable coins, or you're looking at staking coins. Hex is top, obviously, but but like there's a lot of little stuff like that, because people like me and you have time to look into this stuff. I mean, you've been in this since 2015. So if you have a long, like, let's just say you're in the market for a long time, over time you can pick some stuff up. But some people are really busy, and they just don't like. They're like, okay, I need a sort of like a hit list. All right, what do I do? Okay, boom, boom. There's this and this, and you just try to help people out as much as they can, But it's just everyone's different. I mean, like everyone doesn't have the sort of time. Some people's the luxury. Some people don't have the luxury of time. They have money, but they don't have time.
Right.
Yeah.
I have just recently made a big shift, and that was like a part of me moving and everything. Was like I'm trying to restructure my life, and I'm trying to gain back my life. I guess I was working a job where I was on call every couple of weeks for 24 hours a day for 7 days a week.
Wow.
Anytime that I got a phone call, I had to answer it, and sometimes I'd have to travel immediately to go fix the issue.
Got it.
Man, it was a soul suck, It's just like you can work too much, and you can overwork yourself, and having a healthy work-life balance is super important.
I'm hitting that right now too, and I'm also like I'm feeling guilt a little bit as well, because I'm not working as much. Like I got so used to working on my businesses so much. Like I was doing 7 days a week, like not even lying.
When you own a company, that's what you have to do to be successful.
Exactly.
If you don't do that when you have a business, let me tell you something. You're not going to do so hot, probably. It's
I know. I mean, you can coast a little bit. You can coast once you got like some clients and stuff, but you can't coast for too long.
Hard though. You got to grind hard to get clients.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty good with clients and everything like that. But dude, sometimes you get these horrible clients. you take jobs because you have to. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
That's why they call it work. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I just looked at the market too. Like, I was noticing a trend. This is like even when I was 18, like I was seeing like this college shit seemed like bullshit to me. Mm-hmm. Like even back then, and what I was noticing is like all the people around me were just like drooling at the mouth for a white collar job, and nobody was going into the blue collar stuff. So I was like, this might. And it kind of ended up playing out like I thought of. Like there was less So what ended up happening is that people that should have gone into blue collar jobs, they didn't. And what ended up happening is that gave me a damn near 6-year lead on everybody in terms of experience. And then by the time they failed out, got themselves into debt, and were like, fuck it, I want to, like, I don't know, become a plumber or something. I don't know, whatever they're doing, electrician. They're starting at number one, at like square one. And by the time they even get to start their own business, they'll be in their, if they're lucky, in their mid 30s.
Yeah, you're exactly right, man. I like my family is blue collar as well. I have a trade as well, and that's what took me out of the restaurant industry. You know, I was working at fast food, Chick-fil-A. I worked my way up to manager.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, I got a job at a nice Italian restaurant, being a waiter. And it's like, you know, every step that I made, I just tried to do a little bit better, and then I ended up working for my family's business. They are in technology. It's blue collar, like voice and data networking, cable, structured cable.
Oh, okay.
And and like security systems and stuff like that, like commercial security. And so that's partly what I do. So I'm kind of second generation in that. So I totally can, you know,
relate.
Align with you with the blue collar work. And you know, I've worked many days with my hands. You know, and I think it's rewarding, you know. I think and same thing. It's like I have friends that have college degrees, and I make more money than them. It's like,
dude, it's
a fucking cubicle, and I'm just like, dude, how do you fucking live? Like, I couldn't do that. Like,
and I made, I mean, seriously, like, dude, I made more money than them since like from the jump.
From the jump, dude. Like, yeah, exactly.
That's why I got so big into stocks. I never told you. I was really big into stocks for a lot, from like 2011 all the way to like probably 2017. I still had stocks in 2017, but I sold my last stock and everything in in January of this year.
Yeah,
I sold. I mean, I took all my money out. Like I'm done with the market. Like it's not worth those extra gains on there. Like if I want to risk the money, I'd rather risk it in something I know I'm going to make more money in. Yeah, like in terms of exits.
Like I just can't, like I know that crypto is manipulated, but like maybe this is too broad of a statement, and if I'm wrong, somebody please tell me. But I would say that the least manipulated markets right now are probably. Well, actually, I don't know. Ethereum is probably just as manipulated as Bitcoin since that.
Dude, everything's manipulated. It's so manipulated. It's just
say it, but it seems like the Ethereum project and the Hex project are two kind of pure. They seem like the purest of the technology projects that I had my eyes on. I know you mentioned another one. Did you say Celsius?
I like Celsius a lot.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't.
Go
ahead.
You should look in. I mean, I don't know. Look into it. I'm not telling you to buy nothing.
Yeah.
Look into it. Go on the main page and then just watch some of the AMAs with that guy, and you just get a sense that he's a good dude.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I liked about him.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm all about.
I could have a beer with this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't like that he's a fucking vegan, or like a vegetarian or some shit. I don't know what he is, but like I was like, we're always trolling him, sending him pictures of steaks.
Yeah. Speaking of that, filet's marinating for tomorrow night.
Shit, I'm eating one right now, man.
What?
I'm eating a steak right now.
Yeah. No, I cooked a fat roast today in the crock pot. I do this pepperoni.
Are they good in the crock pot? I've never used a crock pot.
Yeah, man. I get a big chuck roast, and then for the dry rub, I use an Italian dressing seasoning pack. You ever heard of that?
Okay.
It's like you find it in like the dressing aisle, but it's like the dry, and you like use that as the rub, and then I dump a like a 32-ounce can, or 34-ounce can of pepperoncinis. So like the pepperoncinis and the juice, and so it's like a pepperoni roast with some garlic and some onions, dude. It's so good. It's like a spicy meat. Like just let it sit and simmer all day, and just like falls apart in your mouth. It's
good. That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
The Italian restaurant. Do you see how that came into your life?
Yeah, man. Yeah, actually, dude, I learned a lot of lessons from that restaurant.
How to do a hit, how to get away with like with like insurance fraud.
Hey man, I plead the fifth. I'm not talking shit. I ain't a snitch.
Nothing, bro. I ain't saying nothing. I didn't hear nothing, see nothing. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly. No, man. But I think it's important for people to start at the bottom, man. Like I think people that just get thrown or just given something, they just can't appreciate it, and they usually I don't know. I've seen a lot of people mess things up that have just been given to them. But it's the people that really, really get their hands dirty, really grind, really, really struggle. It seems like those are the people that shine, that
definitely. If we could crack that formula of how to teach a second, because like here's the fucking bullshit about money is you work all your damn life to fucking get it, and you finally got it, and you work so hard to give your kids the better life, and then you make them soft.
Yep.
Fuck, man. And it's so fucking infuriating. It's like I did all this shit and then like I'm hooking my kids up with it. It's like,
you got kids?
No, I don't got. Well, maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like we're talking about it. We're talking about it right now.
Hey man, it's giving life is a beautiful thing. I hope I don't know if that's in my cards, but maybe one day I'd like to.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, I'm Latino, man, dude. My parents.
Say no more.
Yeah, they're like, bro, when? Like, I growing old over here.
Yeah, man, I love the Hispanic community so much.
Yeah.
Anytime I go south of the border, I'm always welcomed with open arms, and like the way that they value family.
It's crazy.
It's awesome, man. It's really awesome.
Yeah. And speaking about family, like I've been trying to push. I'm gonna push this a lot, especially on my YouTube channel, but because of some of the economic things that are going on with the world, like if you look at a lot of the reports coming out of like if you actually watch, there's a great channel to watch. It's on YouTube. It's called Real Vision. It's a pretty good channel. They have a lot of interesting interviews. Some of the stuff's kind of like whatever, but like there's some really there's gold in every interview, right? And something they were saying, and one of those things is like from where we're going, it's almost going to be like 3 to 5 generations living in a household again.
Yeah.
If we're going to go, let's just say I think we're going to have a roaring 20s for people in equities to cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
And which is awesome because we're in early, but some of us, right? But shout out Peercoin, right? Anyway, what's going to happen is I think we're going to go back to that, but I think that long term, that's actually really good for the mental health of America. Because we really pushed. So the boomers and all this thing, they were really like trying to get the fuck away from their parents and stuff, and they really pushed to like, oh, I got my own place, I got my own car, which is like, of course, good, right? You got your own. You want to be away from your parents, but I think that may have messed them up a little bit too, being away from the because we pushed that on the Xers, because that was really big with the Xers too. You have your own place, you have your which is good, right? But it's not about having your own place. It's basically like, it is about having your own place, but the thing is like having the community around you. And then I think that's what was missing that fucked you up, is like, even though you're like, let's just say you're living at home, your parents and your brothers, or if you have siblings, I don't know, every family's different, right? Or you're near like your friend group, it keeps from going fucking batshit crazy, where people, as time goes on, you have less and less friends, and your parents are older, and like it's like if you
just moved away from all my family, motherfucker. Huh? I said I just moved away from all my family. You're making me sad. I just played. No, but I think you're exactly right. There's definitely something to be said for having a support system. I definitely think it can be healthy if it's a healthy support system. I'll also add that.
Of course, if it's not a healthy family setting, fuck that. Get away from that.
Yes.
But
I totally agree.
Most people's families are not as bad as people think they are.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, it's like whatever you're born into, that's what you think it is. But if you actually were to look at somebody's family situation and to see how terrible it really is, then you'd be like, yo, my family's all right.
Yeah.
You know? I don't,
you know. Somebody's always got it worse. Somebody's always richer and somebody's always got it worse. Like,
right.
Something that remind yourself, it's like, and so what does that leave us with? What that leaves us with is, man, just being happy with what you have. Like,
right.
If you know when you're working hard, and you know when you're not always going to get what you deserve, but if you're working hard, you can take pride in that, and and happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from a new car. It doesn't come from a house. It doesn't come from any of that shit. But where it comes from is your daily in and out, what you're doing, what you choose to do for your work. That's another thing I stress so much. I might make a, what'd you call it?
What?
Journey video.
Yeah.
I might make a spiritual journey video about picking your career, because I see so many people that, have you ever heard of the golden handcuffs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, the easiest thing I can give an example of is like lawyers. For people that don't know, the golden handcuffs is when you are making like so much money you can't leave, and also like when you go to law school and you get $250,000 worth of debt, you got to make $150,000, $200,000 a year just to like make the payments and like live like a normal life. And jobs that pay that kind of money, they are
super demanding.
They cripple you, and they call it the golden handcuffs, and it's really real. And I've seen a lot of friends go through it, and you eventually do get through it if you can handle it. But man, it's so stressful, and I always preach, like, if you're not happy with your job, like if you don't like what you do something else, man. Like find an industry that, whatever it is. If you like cars, man, like go work for a car dealership. Like you don't have to like go sit in a cubicle. Like go sell cars, like, and just be the best at whatever you're doing. It's like it doesn't matter whether it's blue collar or white collar. Just as long as it doesn't matter if you're washing dishes. Like be the best dishwasher. I was a cashier at a fast food restaurant, and I worked my way up to manager. And it's like, I knew that my friends were driving BMWs, and I was working at a fast food restaurant, driving my 1991 Honda Accord.
Shout out.
Like, yeah, Accords, love that car. But it's like that's where you build character, and yeah, man, you just gotta
grind. Yeah, I mean, and then also too, like the people that can reach success, they have this problem with relaxing. Like I'm having that problem, like with like relax. Like I feel terrible if I ever have a day off. I literally feel bad about, like I'm like, I know inside that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, because I just attribute like people who work 5 days a week being fucking like losers. And that's bad. I shouldn't think that. Like,
hey,
I
man,
shouldn't.
But it takes that type of like sickness in the head to be successful, and that's something that like people don't understand about a man like Richard Hart. He has to be that, like, you only get to produce the things that he's produced and do the types of things that he's done with a personality that's similar to that. And right. And not only that, I think you kind of touched about it earlier. It's like it turns you into that. Like if you want to be successful at that level, if you want to own a business like you're doing and be the most successful at it, like you gotta be a little bit of an asshole, like you said. Like you gotta take jobs that you don't want to do, and like you gotta make the hard decisions. And like normally the right decision is not the easy decision, especially like in business.
Right.
So
it's not.
The most successful people that I know, they have that similar type of personality, and like they come across as an asshole, but if you get to really know them, they might be like the most giving person you've ever met, and like the most kind person. They just are always constantly dealing with a high level of stress,
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, man. The world is a crazy place.
It definitely is, man. And there's not much of an instruction manual, especially if you weren't born into the right place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Even if you so like I said, I grew up around a lot of money.
Okay, please, yeah, go ahead.
It's what worked back then doesn't work now. Like,
right?
There's no manual. There's still no fucking manual. It's like, okay, awesome. I saw how they made a lot of money, but that's totally irrelevant to today. So it's still like you have to keep like your eyes and ears open. You got to look for opportunities. You know, you got to study. You got to learn. You got to like, you know, talk to new people. Like me talking to you. Like I've really enjoyed this conversation. I appreciate you having me on the podcast, man.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean,
you're a guy I can tell, and I appreciate that.
For sure, dude. Thank you, man. And like I'm really like one of the reasons I kind of do this is like selfishly too, is like I just want to interview people in the community just to get to know everybody, and hopefully one day when I got a bigger voice, I can find some guy that's down on his luck and like, hey, and give him a platform to become fucking gigantic. I mean, that'd be my sick pleasures. Like, yeah. I want to. It's almost like I want to be like I saw talent in you, man. I was like, dude, I saw those videos. I was like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. I saw your video. I was like, hell yeah, you got it, bro. Let's. The man bun killed me, dude. Or like not the man. What are you doing? Like when you like you samurai hair.
It's a. Okay, so I've had like the professional like business haircut like my whole life until coronavirus hit, and I was like, I've always, dude, I'm a dirty little hippie, like down below everything. Honestly, like I just like want to smoke weed and chill like all day.
You and Big K would get along, dude.
Yeah, but like I grew up around like too much shit, so like I have this like expectation of life of like, you know, a lifestyle that I want to live, and so that's like my motivation for working. But dude, I'm just like a lazy, dirty little hippie, honestly. so this is my excuse. I was like, I didn't have a lot of work, and I was like, I had just quit my main job and went independent. I was an independent contractor since November.
Yeah.
And I was like, nobody's gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna grow my hair out. And so what you are seeing is the result of me
letting go a little or chilling out a bit.
Yeah. I'm trying to drop the suit and tie act and like I'm trying to be me. Like today on my interview, I was like really nervous, man, because I was like, man, should I put my hair back? You know, should I slick my hair back? And like, you know, and I was like, you know what? It's like, fuck it, dude. If he doesn't like you, how you want to show up to work, and this is how I want to show up to work right now, then this isn't the business partner for you. Like, this isn't the right move for you. And the more that I do that, and the more I step out, the more I'm finding that like the world is accepting. Like, yeah, it's like it's kind of crazy, but it's like it's kind of fun, and it's like I don't know, I'm having fun with it, you know. It's like, and that's what it's about. So, you know, I encourage everybody to let their freak flag fly a little bit, and
let their freak flag fly.
Yeah,
let their freak flag fly. Jesus,
yeah, man.
Some people's freaks a little too much. We gotta put some of that freak away, bro. I don't know about that.
Yeah, not all of you motherfuckers, but like some of you guys,
weirdos. You bronies, stay the fuck away from me. You furries too.
Yeah, okay. Maybe not all of you guys need to listen to that advice, but some of you guys,
right.
You know, let your hair grow a little bit, like, you know, let your beard grow, and, you know.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about either moving to Texas or Nevada.
Oh, I love Texas, man. What part of Texas?
I am not too sure yet, but I maybe Dallas, maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Austin, maybe I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm just because like I'm gonna move over there just because like my brother's gonna do some real estate over there, and we're gonna help him out because like part of our other business. Well, actually, my father's other business was construction, and so you know they're gonna start buying just houses cash and then just fixing them up and just renting them, and then just help them out or something like that. It might even do the same thing over there. So it kind of all tails into the family business, anyways. Because like that's kind of why I wanted to go into real estate, because it's like it doesn't cost me much because we got all our labor pretty much already like set in stone.
Awesome.
I'm not going to like a house, like one of those house flipper guys that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I mean? Like,
you want to go to my meeting? It's like $1,000. Flip a house.
Yeah. Oh, right. House flippers.
Yeah.
There was one guy, I forgot the name. I'm not trying to show his shit, but like not too bad information. I didn't pay anything for it. He just like let me see what the fuck he was doing.
Hey man, I'm all about free information. If it's good information, you can get it for free. I mean, you know. Ish, depending.
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons why I'm even charging for anything is just because it's my time.
Yeah.
Because like we're in the little course thing we're doing. It's like 3 Zoom calls a week.
No, yeah.
With a bunch of people, and we're
no, I wasn't talking about your thing.
No, dude, no. It's true though. I mean, most like we even said, me and Cultivate have said this. Like most of the information, people will be able to find it if they actually looked. But we're just saving them time. But the real value is like talking to us. ask our opinion, just because sometimes you need someone to kind of shoot shit, like
for sure.
throw the shit at the wall, see if it sticks, and then like
I call him
about going. Your therapist, right?
Yeah. I pay somebody to just basically just talk shit out to myself. They don't even. She hardly says anything, man. She just sits there and lets me talk my shit out, and then she sends me a bill. And I'm like, "You're awesome, thank you." But it does help, man. Like it does help just having someone there.
I've never done a therapist ever.
Oh, really? Oh, man. I recommend. Well, I guess maybe not everybody needs it, but I think keeping your mental health is just as important as like checking the oil on your car, if not more. You know, it's like you take your car in for a monthly or routine maintenance, and I think you should your mental health as well, especially in times like these.
Right.
Everybody's different. Everybody deals with depression and stuff like that differently, but like for me, I find it very valuable to talk to somebody that's totally uninvested and like unrelated and like has zero motive to like be persuasive in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And opinions, and so I do support that.
Definitely. I think we should end it there, man. That was really cool.
Huh?
That was really cool, man. Yeah. Get your like talk. Yeah, if you're feeling sad, obviously you do need to talk to somebody. But sometimes, like I do see that sometimes, like some people don't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it'll help them out. It will help you out, Yeah. And, it's everyone's situation is different, I guess. Some people are just sad because of their situation. Like some people are just like, they're just working a 9 to 5, but they're just sad about some other stuff, or some people are just working too much and they need to take a fucking chill pill. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you are. Everybody crosses that point in their life where they're just like, they're exhausted, they're tired, they're down on their luck or whatever. Things aren't going their way. I mean, I don't know anybody that hasn't come across that in their life. So it's just being aware of the tools that are available to you is important, I think.
Definitely, man. So, Richy Rich Crypto, where's the best place for people to find you?
Twitter, man. That's where I'm most active. You can find me at Richy Rich Crypto, World Money Plug, or my little emojis. Just trying to, try to spread some knowledge about finance, money, love, life, whatever.
Dude, fuck yeah, man. You guys already know. Just follow me at LiteCoin Moses on Twitter, DollarCostCrypto podcast, and keep on the lookout for the YouTube channel, man. One of these days.
And thank you for having me on. This is a blast, and hopefully we can do it again.
For sure, man. Hopefully, like everything's fucking going up even more, and that'd be it would really be a fun podcast. That's just geeking out on the price. Like, if everything's going crazy.
I'm down for whatever. Hit me up.
All right, man. For sure, bro.
All right, man. Later.